Rapper and entertainment mogul 50 Cent has turned a recent food recall into a moment of both humor and public awareness after sharing his reaction to a recall involving certain Outshine fruit bars. The situation began after Dreyer's Grand Ice Cream announced a voluntary recall on August 16, 2026, involving 5 Outshine fruit bar flavors because of the possibility that some products could contain glass. The recalled flavors include strawberry, watermelon, grape, tangerine, and black cherry. The recall applies to specific 6-count packages weighing 2.5 ounces each, with particular batch codes and expiration dates. The affected products were distributed nationwide in the United States. Although no injuries or illnesses had been reported in connection with the recall, the possibility of glass contamination was enough to prompt the company to remove the affected products from the market. Consumers who may have purchased one of the affected products were advised not to eat them and instead discard them or return them for a refund. That warning quickly caught the attention of 50 Cent, who appeared to approach the situation with a mixture of disbelief, frustration, and his trademark humor. The rapper shared a video on Instagram in which he addressed the Popsicle situation and showed himself getting rid of the products. His reaction came at a time when food recalls and contamination warnings have already become a major topic of conversation among consumers. In the video, 50 Cent joked about the growing number of things people are being warned about when it comes to food. He connected the Popsicle recall to recent concerns surrounding lettuce, leading to the memorable line, "Can't eat lettuce, can't eat popsicles." The comment immediately gave the situation a humorous twist, but underneath the joke was a very real concern about food safety. For many people, popsicles are one of those simple foods that rarely raise questions. They are usually associated with summer, childhood memories, and a quick way to cool down. That is why the possibility of glass contamination can be particularly alarming. Consumers generally expect frozen treats to be safe to eat straight from the package, making a recall involving a potential physical contaminant especially concerning. Dreyer said the recall was initiated as a precautionary measure and emphasized its commitment to consumer safety and product quality. The company also clarified that the recall was limited to the specific Outshine products and affected varieties identified in the recall notice. Rather than the entire Outshine product line, 50 Cent's response also demonstrates how celebrity reactions can quickly bring additional attention to public safety announcements. A formal recall notice might reach consumers who regularly check food safety updates, but a celebrity post can reach millions of people who may never have seen the original announcement. In this case, the rapper did not simply treat the recall as another headline. His humorous reaction effectively turned the warning into a conversation among his followers. The timing also added another layer to the joke. Recent concerns involving lettuce and other food products had already created frustration among consumers who were trying to figure out what was safe to purchase and eat. 50 Cent's comment essentially captured that feeling in a few words. Just when people think they can enjoy a simple snack, another recall appears. Still, the situation is more serious than the joke suggests. Glass contamination is treated seriously in food manufacturing because even a small fragment can potentially cause injury if consumed. That is why consumers are generally advised to follow recall instructions rather than trying to inspect, wash, or otherwise salvage a recalled product. For people who have Outshine fruit bars at home, the most important step is to check whether the specific product matches the recalled varieties, package size, and identifying information listed by the manufacturer or relevant food safety authorities. The recall does not mean every Outshine popsicle is dangerous. It applies to specific products and identifying codes. Consumers should therefore avoid assuming that every flavor or package is affected. That distinction is important because recalls are designed to remove potentially affected products while allowing unaffected products to remain available. Meanwhile, 50 Cent's post has given the public a lighter way to talk about an otherwise concerning issue. Known for his outspoken personality and willingness to turn everyday situations into entertaining social media moments, the rapper managed to make people laugh while simultaneously drawing attention to the recall. His "can't eat lettuce, can't eat popsicles" remark also reflects a broader frustration that many consumers feel whenever a familiar food suddenly becomes the subject of a safety warning. For brands, moments like this can be a reminder of how quickly information can spread in the social media era. A recall that begins with an official company announcement can become a viral conversation within hours when a major celebrity joins the discussion. For consumers, however, the lesson is straightforward. When a food recall is announced, check the details before eating the product. And for 50 Cent, the whole situation became another opportunity to deliver one of his characteristically blunt reactions. The rapper's video may have been humorous, but the message behind it was worth paying attention to. Food recalls are not something consumers should ignore, especially when the concern involves a physical contaminant such as glass. So while 50 Cent may have joked that people can't eat lettuce and now can't eat popsicles, the real takeaway is not that consumers should fear every food on the grocery shelf. Instead, it is that people should stay informed, check recall announcements, and pay attention to the specific products and batch information involved. For now, the recalled Outshine fruit bars remain the focus of the warning, while unaffected products are not part of this particular recall. Dreyer's has emphasized its commitment to safety, and consumers who believe they have an affected product should follow the company's instructions rather than taking a chance. What started as another food safety announcement ultimately became a viral celebrity moment. Thanks to 50 Cent's unmistakable sense of humor, and perhaps that is why his reaction resonated so strongly, behind the joke was a feeling many consumers understand: when you just want to enjoy a simple snack, the last thing you expect to worry about is whether it could contain something dangerous. For 50 Cent, the answer was simple: if the popsicles are part of the recall, they are going straight in the trash. And for everyone else, the safest response is just as simple: check the package. Check the recall information, and when in doubt, don't eat it.